Custom diecasts are awesome. Here's BJ McLeod's 2020 Rick Ware Racing Ford Mustang. Howdy folks, it is Diecastbuffet here again, back with another custom NASCAR diecast to review, and today's car is going to be BJ McLeod's 2020 Ford Mustang for Rick Ware Racing. This is a car, it's very simple, very, I would say very subtle, you know, just a very calm looking diecast. So it's number 52, it's a Ford Mustang. Gotta love those Mustang spoilers, I tell you what, those are fun. So this is a very simple custom, you know, it does kind of have that matte slash satin look to it. But I gotta tell you what, man, this car was made with computer paper and a can of Krylon, and I tell you, what a, I'm sorry, man, but I'm so pleased with how well the numbers look. I really am. Sure, the color's not the best, the texture's not the best, but I was able to cut out the outlines of it and really minimalize all the hogwash on it. I tell you, very, very, very proud of that. So you got the 52 here, 52 here. I mean, it's just a very simple custom. Of course, this, you know, was based off the actual race car. You know, it actually did have the black wheels with it, so I didn't paint those. Even though red would look pretty darn good on this, but it does give it a little bit of a, you know, a differential to a, per se, a Garrett Smithley, you know, the JJ Yaley right here, you know, it does give it some sort of, you know, difference, which I do like that, you know, I like that. It just adds a little bit of character to each car. So, of course, this is a back marker in the Duralast Cup series, you know, I like adding cars to that series, and, you know, this is just a very simple custom, you know. This is a budget car. This is not meant to be a extremely extravagant car like the Interstate Batteries 2009 Kyle Busch I made, or the Ross Chastain Buffet Racing South cars. This is literally supposed to be the cheapest car I can fill up the field with. That's the God honest truth. So over here to the hood of the car, you know, just very, very sleek, very modern, just a very flat satin clear coat here, you know, no sponsor, but you can really get to see the grooves of this paint scheme. It's funny enough, this was actually built on a Stenhouse 2019. The JJ Yaley and BJ McLeod were both built on Stenhouse cars. It was funny that about this time last year, I actually bought one of those, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to save this for another Mustang custom after I built the Ryan Blaney joint. Sure enough, I didn't use it till a year later, but you know, I really didn't think I was going to make a custom out of this, but I was like, you know what, I got some black paint, let's shoot it, let's figure out what we can make. So, you know, completely unsponsored hood. I should, you know, add a little bit of, you know, some silver to those hood pins. That would probably look cool. It's got the Ford logo here. It's a little bit sharp on the cutting out. Of course, this was made with computer paper. Like I said, it's a budget custom at best. So you got the Mustang logo here. Got your good old headlight here. Got a headlight here. Got the 52. Black splitter, obviously. It's almost like a stealth bomber kind of look to it, if you ask me. I got the Rick Ware Racing logo there, too. I mean, just very sleek. I mean, just look at that. Just satin black, man. That just looks freaking good. So unlike the Garrett Smithley custom, I actually remembered to put the name on this time. You got the BJ McLeod above the windows. So you got Goodyear here. You got NASCAR Race Car, NASCAR Cup Series. Got the 52 there. I mean, you got to think about it, that's computer paper. I had to cut out, or look at that. I had to cut all around that, cut all those edges and everything, trying to make that thing look as less bad as possible. Not really sure what that says there, but got a little sponsored joint there. Nothing on the B pillar. Like, these are unsponsored race cars, pretty much. They're supposed to look bare bones, but it just adds depth to your collection, man. And the thing is I took this from a Stenhouse car. This was one of the first releases of the 2019 diecast season for the Mustang. Of course, it was the first one, but it was one of the earliest releases. And, you know, I bought one. You know, I made the Ryan Blaney joint. And I was like, I'm going to buy another one because you never know. I might want to make a custom with it. Sure enough, I made a custom with it. Why not, you know? So you got nothing over here on the right rear corner, but you do got the good old American ethanol ring. But, man, just look at that Mustang mode, you know? If you want to look at a diecast mode and you really want to appreciate it, two good ways to do it. Spray painting it a very flat color with a very flat clear coat. That's a great way. Or you could just strip the car, and then you can see the brass metal. And I tell you, it's not brass, but you get what I'm trying to say. and it's flat out. You can see every groove, every cut, every notch, and it's beautiful how much tooling goes to just one die-cast body. It's incredible, man. And over here to the caboose of the die-cast. Sure, I should have cut that a little bit sooner. I should have cut that a little bit shorter there, but this part would kept coming off. So what I had to do is I had to like press it and hold it, and then I had the can of clear coat in the other hand. And as soon as my finger left, I had to shoot clear coat to bond that to it because it wouldn't stay. And if I would have, you know, pressed it after the clear coat, it's gonna tear, it's gonna pull, it's gonna just ruin it. So that was kind of a trick there. You got the Michigan license plate or whatever you can read of it. You got the 52 there, very satin. Very sleek. I mean, it just has kind of like that modern, like, aircraft kind of feel to it, honestly. I like that. Just all the little grooves and everything. I mean, you know, for a freaking piece of paper sprayed with some clear coat, I gotta say, that actually looks pretty cool. And over here to the right side of the car, once again, you got the 52. And also, each number is individual. So that's, I had to separately cut out the 5, had to separately cut out the 2. And I realized pretty quickly that if you took the 2 and you took the 5 and swapped them around to make the 25, it's like a carbon copy of Chase Elliott's 25 that he ran at Darlington in 2015. But yeah, it's like the Hendrick Motorsports font. Honestly, it's like the Casey Mears font, which is pretty funny. But so you got that going on. You know, I had to cut each little, you know, corner and everything. I wasn't able to get the dead center of it because obviously that is unbelievably hard to do. But I was able to cut all around the numbers, right? I was able to cut all around it, and it really removed a lot of the paper. And when you do that, it makes the decals look so much better because it doesn't look blocky. It doesn't look clunky. Like, that looks clunky. That looks clunky, but that doesn't. That looks clunky, especially with that little corner up there I should have cut off. But it just makes the whole product look better, man. It really does. And then over here on the roof, we got the 52, and once again, I had to individually cut each number. So the only things I wasn't able to cut was that little circle there, and that little spot there, that spot there, and that spot there, because obviously it's ridiculously hard to do. Even with the X-Acto knife, it's still a trick to do so, because it's paper. You know, when you clear coated, this stuff has a little bit of durability, but when you're messing with just straight up paper, all it takes is one tear, and that whole thing, you gotta chunk it and gotta restart, because if it tears, it rips the fibers out. The ink is on the top layer, the white fibers on bottom, it sees through, and it's just a mess. But good thing about paper, it's cheap, so you can do it over and over again, not to worry about it. So you got the 52 there. You can see a little bit of the onboard camera there. No roof flap sponsors, very clean. And over here to the deck lid, you got 2 little spots there, probably from the paint, honestly. And but yeah, nothing there. But look at that freaking back windshield, man. That's a pretty clean window. And this car pretty much was bought, put in a drawer. That's literally what this was. It was bought and it was put in a freaking drawer. But yeah, so the windows are extra clean. That does have a little bit of scratches on it, but it's pretty darn clean, honestly. I mean, look at that shine. Just look at that, man. That looks like a freaking television screen. That's... Who thought you could get a television on a BJ McLeod diecast? You never know. Alrighty, folks, that is it for today's review. Let me know what y'all think about this 2020 WARE Racing BJ McLeod 52 Ford Mustang. I tell you, man, this thing is it's sleek, it's simple, it's just a good custom, right? It's a cheap, inexpensive custom. This is something you can mass produce and not have to worry about it. Literally, it just takes a freaking car and a can of paint. Everyone's got computer paper. You can just, it's so easy to do. It really is. But I'm just surprised how well it actually came out. You know, if I would have put side sponsors and stuff, this thing would have looked, I'll be honest with you, this thing would have looked horrible. But honestly, I think it actually came out pretty good. And also, I noticed with the colors, when you print the stuff out, it comes out a little bit of a lighter shade. But after you clear coat it, and like the paper absorbs a liquid. You know, you put water on paper, the paper gets darker, right? But with the clear coat, in a way, it acts like water. It darkens the paper itself, so the colors do get to make a little bit of a closer match. But then again, it's not perfect. It's paper, you know, it is what it is. But anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to give the video a big thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. Appreciate all those who tune in. Of course, if you want to see some more stuff, all the custom die casts I make and all that good jazz, go ahead and follow me on Instagram at Diecastbuffet. Post a lot of cool stuff over there, guys. Anyways, folks, thank you all so much for watching. If you want to see the Garrett Smithley review, got this right here. I'll have a link to that down below. A really cool custom right there. And if you want to see the JJ Yaley, so all three of the Rick Ware racing cars, you can check this out. I have a link to that down below in the description. Whole lot of Rick Ware cars. Pretty fun to make these, honestly. Anyways, guys, hope you're having a great one. Diecastbuffet signing off.